Hi guys, how are you doing today? So, today I actually want to talk a little bit about manifestation. I know there's a lot of things about manifestation out there, and today I'm actually going to go in a different way. I'll be talking about manifestation, but it's different. I will be talking about reincarnation. Okay, so just to let you know, if you're not comfortable with that subject, that is something that I will be talking about. So we hear out there, right, that we should be writing, we should be visualizing to manifest things, right, all the time. And part of the manifestation that is like definitely like that. Okay, it is definitely like one of the steps of manifesting for sure. But today I'm here to talk in a different sense, okay? Because I believe that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. If you're probably here, I have this feeling that for some of you watching, you also believe in that. But I also think I attract a lot of people who doesn't actually believe in those things. So, if you like to just watch it and, just to open your mind for something different today, maybe this is your sign to do that. So, the thing about the thing what I want to talk about today is that we are spiritual beings having a human body experience, right? So I do believe in reincarnation, and I believe that we had lived many lives before. It doesn't have to be in a human body. I believe that we can reincarnate as animals, for example, and also everything is alive, right? So everything has spirits. I always remember that I don't know where this saying is from, but I remember hearing like people say that you should take care of your things because um so they can like last long and that kind of stuff, right? And and to be quite honest, like when we think about it, right, when we truly like take care of our things, like they really like last long, or they last like the amounts like that they're meant to. But I feel here that everything has spirits, you know, the table, like everything has spirits, the trees, everything is alive. And saying that, okay, I do believe that we had past lives before. We had lived past lives. And we, when we come to like a new lifetime, when we reincarnate, we have a purpose. In each lifetime, we have a purpose. Okay. And with, with that said, it doesn't mean that that manifestation that you're working on, it's meant to happen in this lifetime. Ooh, yes. So a lot of people, they already are born with that feeling that they're meant to be something or to do something. And usually that feeling, it comes from a past lifetime that you already had lived because you already had that. You already like something that big had already happened. So you already like feel it in your soul that I don't know. There's a lot of famous people that they say that they knew they were meant to do that. They knew that they were meant to be famous or rich or something like that, but they knew like in their bones deep down. And because they're so remembers that they already have lived that had they already had lived that in a past lifetime. So one of the things that happens a lot with manifestations is that, okay, because if you had never had that in a past lifetime and you want, or it is in your life purpose for this lifetime, you can start manifesting, but it doesn't mean you're gonna have in this lifetime. Yes. So for example, for some people that they already had like being rich, or there's a lot of people that they say that they're famous. They say that they feel they were like royalty, right? They that's why they felt they knew they were going to be famous because they felt royalty, because in a past lifetime probably they were. Okay, so then it's already in their soul. So let's say for those who hasn't been rich before in any lifetime, but you kind of feel that you want that, right? You've been manifesting that, for example. So for those who have never came to the level of the full manifestation in any past lifetime, it's going to take time for you to actually be able to bring in that manifestation for a lifetime. And it doesn't mean you're gonna have it in this lifetime. Okay, you can start working on those things in this lifetime, but it doesn't mean it's gonna happen in this one. So for example, for those who had never like been rich, or like something that you've been manifesting that it had never happened in a past lifetime, um of course, we are all meant to upgrade in every lifetime. So for example, you are meant to kind of do more or be more than the last lifetime, right? So kind of that's the goal. Let's say it's like a video game. Let's talk about video game. You achieved so how is it called, that thing that you can expand the game? DL something? Is that it? Guys, you can comment if you guys know what I'm talking about. But like when you buy a game, right? Hopefully I have gamers here to help me with that. But when you buy a game, right? You buy a game, you play the fucking entire game. Like you do all the main quests, the side quests, like everything. You gather everything. And then let's say it's one lifetime. Okay, because you created your your character, your skin, right? And then you evolve with your skin throughout environments, places, spots, people, monsters, whatever the game is. And you need to like upgrade for each like quest, right? And sometimes you cannot go for like another quest if you haven't done enough of the quest before, right? um so yeah, so that's, let's say like when you play the entire game, you're done with the entire game. That's kind of one lifetime, right? It kind of feels like that, right? Because a lot of games are really really long. So, but then, let's say you are born in another lifetime. Okay. And then you already had been through all that. Okay. So in this lifetime, it's going to be a little bit easier because you already been through that. So, let's say you want to play the game again. That's a new lifetime. But now you have the extension pack. And that extension pack is the important thing, is your purpose in this lifetime. Okay, because you need to get to that point. It's like it's your upgrade in your lifetime, so you can do more than you've done in the life before. So if you had never been rich in another lifetime, Maybe you will be rich in this one, but only if you have the rich frequency, the rich code in this extension pack. Okay, so that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about manifestation as well, is that it doesn't mean just because you're manifesting that you're getting it. It means that you are working towards that, but you don't know when or like which lifetime you're gonna actually have it. Okay, so that's one of the things that it's really important for all of us to understand, because also there's all the balance. Okay, we cannot all be rich. We need balance. We need um good and bad. We need poor and rich. Okay, the world needs balance. We are not all meant to be rich. Can we? Yes, in the right lifetime. So that's one of the things that it's really important for all of us to understand. And that's why it's important for you to get to know yourself and understand your life purpose. Because not for everyone is that, you know, and it's okay because we need balance. We need different energies to keep things balanced. Because imagine if everyone was rich, it doesn't make sense. Okay, again, it's not balanced. We need the yin and yang. Um, we need to have the bad to have the good. We need to have the poor to have the rich. I know it's like it sounds kind of fucked up in a way, but it's life, it's balance. We cannot all be rich, and it doesn't mean that your manifestation is coming through fruition in this lifetime just because you're manifesting, you're visualizing, you're writing down. It's not how it works. It needs to be aligned with your soul purpose. If it is not aligned in this lifetime, it's not going to happen. Okay, so again, that's why it's important for you to get to know yourself and really understand, go deep in inward and get to know yourself so you can actually go for what will bring your soul happiness. And we live in a world nowadays that is normal for you to want to be rich, for you to want to have stuff. What is okay? It is like part of our life, our human experience, right? But again, it's not meant for everyone. Okay, we need balance in this world. And right now, when I am recording this video, the world it's going on a lot out there. And that's why it's important for us to get to know ourselves so we can keep walking the path that we're meant to and don't get sucked in what like people think what we should be doing and who we should be, and truly like respect ourselves, respect our lineage, respect our ancestors, respect everyone who came before us, and probably they had to fight, a lot to do what they had done. If you don't know your lineage, like that's something interesting to get to know, because they didn't have the tools and the resources that we have now, so we can do so much more, but then like most of people, they don't use that in their favor, but we can. It's not the easiest path, I'm going to say right away, but it is really rewarding, and it feels like every day it's a step closer to truly being yourself. Yes. Anyway, guys, this is the video for today. I just wanted to do this, drop that, information because we can talk here about a lot of stuff, frequencies, and of course, like quantum physics. All of those things are involved for sure, but it's not just all that. Okay, each person has a purpose in this lifetime, and it is important when you understand what is your actually life purpose. It doesn't mean that you need to be like everyone else. Okay, like because we live in a world that there's a lot of societal pressure. So, it is a little bit sometimes hard to break that, right? But we are here for this and we can do it. So, anyway, I'll be recording more videos like this, I think. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or anything you'd like to know. I would love to talk more about this because a lot of people talk about manifestation as a frequency, and I totally believe in that. You need to be in that frequency to like attract things, like all that stuff for sure. But there's also our soul purpose, is not everyone are meant to for those things, okay? And it is okay. And it is okay. Well, guys, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I don't know what I'm going to talk to about the next one, but yes, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.